So my name is Estefania Herrera. I'm originally from Mexico, but I moved here my sophomore year of high school, and then I've kind of just progressed with high school and my undergrad and then graduate school here at Las Vegas. But yeah, I think that that's one of the biggest influences for me that has driven the my purpose and the way that I approach certain things or my interest in marginalized groups. One of the patients that I was working with, he was 26 years old, he had DKA, and he was homeless. And it was one of those moments that I walked in, I really tried to do like a education about diabetes, but leaving the room, just something didn't feel right. Like I eventually felt like I didn't do as much as I could have, because the setting, like I just didn't know enough about homelessness to help him enough to manage his diabetes. And giving him a carb consistent diet was just unrealistic. And I felt like even when I was giving the education, it just didn't sit right. That's when I really started focusing more on marginalized communities. I was passionate about underserved, but specifically the nonprofit was most focused on the marginalized. That my little I would say drop on the ocean would be that I really do push more as an advocate for those not only underserved communities, but the populations that really go unseen and they're very vulnerable. I think that I have a passion for that. So due to like not only my background, but also my credentials and now finishing my master's and everything, it has really allowed me to have a voice as an advocate for them. And knowing that things need to change, like things need to be better. And actually for my master's program, one of my biggest, I guess my proposal is that I want to encourage to reconsider the nutrition care process when it comes to marginalized communities, because there are so many added layers that are not accounted for. And that makes intervention programs, community programs, even if we're putting a lot of resources to it, they're not being effective because of these barriers that we're not accounting for. And we need to adapt our nutrition care process for those very vulnerable populations. So I think that my biggest input for the community and to make a difference is to be that advocate voice for them. If your project is something that you have your whole heart to it, throw yourself to the project and don't be scared. And it's very, very normal for all these highs and lows to exist, especially at the beginning. Give yourself, enough time, enough like self-care. Surround yourself with people who encourage you and help you, remind you of why you're doing what you're doing when it starts to get a little bit tough. I think that that's my biggest advice. Just dive deep.